The Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, who is also the leader of the Linda Mwananchi, has changed the tune from supporting the united opposition. They now wants to run for president come what may. In fact, he's asking the alternative government to support him if they can, so that he is the next opposition flag bearer. This has come as a result of calls from all corners of the country saying that for the people of Kenya, for the old opposition to win William Ruto, they should be united against one. Initially, even Sifuna himself has been calling for united opposition, telling Rigathi Gachagua that he is so ready. They come together, they sit down so that they agree on one candidate. But as it stands right now, Sifuna is hyping himself and also the Linda Mwananchi towards eyeing the presidency, whether the alternative government allows him, whether they accept him or not. The recent interview by Caleb Amisi, the Saboti Member of Parliament, has indicated a lot, has given the skeleton of what is happening in Linda Mwananchi. And we have no reason of doubting Caleb Amisi, because remember, he is the founder of Linda Mwananchi. In fact, they started with the Kenya Moja, and it then came up with the Linda Mwananchi. So he is the mastermind of the whole thing, the Linda Mwananchi thing. He only asked the Sifuna to lead that faction, and the heavens accepted Sifuna, and the people of Kenya equally accepted Sifuna as the next presidential candidate. Now, according to Caleb Amisi, he's making a lot of sense, saying that he was analyzing and pointing out to other alternative government principles. He started with Kalonzo Musyoka. He said that Kalonzo Musyoka served in this nation for long. He served during the time of Moi, Daniel Arap Moi. He served during the time of Mwai Kibaki. And therefore, the youths of Kenya, the people of Kenya, are not excited to elect a president who had served during the time of Moi. They need fresh blood. They need someone who has a clear history, a clean history. Yeah, of course, Kalonzo equally has a clean history. He didn't dirty his hands in the national coffers, but still, is someone who served in Moi government. He served in Mwai government. What else can he bring in 2026? That is according to Caleb Amisi. Number two, Fred Okengo Matiang'i is someone who equally served for 2 terms during the Uhuru Kenyatta administration. He had all the powers. In fact, at some point, he was more of a deputy president than the super CS. He was more of a deputy president than whatever he was appointed to do as the cabinet secretary. He served. He did all the roles that William Ruto, who was then the deputy president, was supposed to do. So right now, if he becomes the president of Kenya, what else? What better? How better can he make Kenya? Because even right now, he keeps saying that during our time with Uhuru Kenyatta, we did this and this. We need to go back to that. Why doesn't he come up with something else, something new, something that he can give Kenyans, something that can make Kenya ready for him? And that is the reason why Saboti Member of Parliament Caleb Amisi is saying that these people wamechoka, and the Kenyans, they need a new person, and they are not preferring the two, neither are they preferring Rigathi Gachagua, because you understand Rigathi Gachagua was the deputy president. Rigathi Gachagua actually, we are not sure whether he will vie for presidency or not. And then for the case of Eugene Wamalwa, even with Eugene Wamalwa has really served in these governments, the past government. So Kenyans need someone who is new. They need someone with fresh blood, someone who resonates well with the Kenyans, someone who understands what Kenyans are going through. And according to Saboti Member of Parliament, he is suggesting that Sifuna is the only man that is preferred by Kenyans, is the only man who can make William Ruto go home. According to him, the analogy of of united opposition is useless, because you can unite behind someone who cannot bring an impact to Kenyans, someone who cannot motivate Kenyans to go and vote, someone who does not, resonate with the Kenyans and give them the reason to come out early in the morning during the vote day, the election day, to go and vote against William Ruto. So according to him, there is nothing like unified opposition. I want you to watch this before we delve further into this issue.
Kalonzo. Yes. He has worked with us with Mzee Raila. Yes. In Azimio, in NASA, yes. In CORD. Yes. I have absolutely no problem. I have very high regard for him. He's a man who has stood on some principles. He's a man with very clean record. Yes. He has never dirtied his hand in yes. the government coffers like the rest. But the young people are not excited anymore by anybody who served in Moi's government. They are not excited. The excitement is not there. And the politics without excitement is null and void. And it will not defeat Ruto. It will not. It will not. How about a certain old man? I want to say it categorically. Yes. Clearly, yes. Unless Ruto messes up so badly that they say, wacha kwanza ende tufunge macho. But in the current circumstances, it does not bring the excitement they want. And that's why you see when Sifuna comes up, you see excitement has shifted. Yes. People are going to rallies, senses in Sifuna, Nini, what. There is some excitement that are touching on. When Babu comes up, there is some excitement. When Caleb comes up, there is some excitement.
Now, that is a Boti member of parliament saying, and at some point he also gave an example that is making a lot of sense. He is telling us that in 2002, there were many people, and in fact the country was ripe and it wanted Moi to go out. And it was a song that was sung everywhere, that without Moi, Kenya can go on. Yote yawezekana bila Moi. Yote yawezekana bila Moi. That is the song that was being sung by everyone. And the people came together. The opposition people came together. This was Mwai Kibaki, Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila Amolo Odinga, Simeon Nyachae, the one who was left taking tea while others were making the government, the late George Saitoti. These people, they decided to come together so that they can kick out Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. They came and supported, or rather they decided to support Moi Kibaki after Raila Odinga said Kibaki tosha. And that is how Moi, Daniel Toroitich Moi was kicked out of State House. So what if someone else would have been decided on? What if they decided to pick someone like Simeon Nyachae? What if they picked someone like George Saitoti? Do you think Toroitich Arap Moi would get out of that seat? It is because they chose right. They chose someone who was able to beat the hell out of Moi Kibaki and send him home. And there were many dynamics. The matrix was favoring Moi Kibaki because of the numbers of the numbers of Kikuyus. Kalonzo, you can see the numbers he had. Raila Odinga from Luo Nyanza, they even don't vote. So that is the reason why Caleb Amis is saying that it is not about the unity in opposition. It is the person whom the people will be united behind. And according to Caleb Amisi, Edwin Sifuna is the right person to front, to go there and battle it out with William Ruto, because others have served in past regimes. And in fact, the youth of Kenya, they don't even get excited when these principals stand up to speak. You can see the kind of energy, the kind of gusto that the youth of Kenya come up with when Sifuna rises to speak. You can see the kind of love the people of Kenya have for Sifuna. It is because it is simple. Sifuna is a youth. Sifuna, has not dirtied his hands. Sifuna is someone with a stand. Once he says it's one term, it's one term. Whether you make calls, whether you offer him some money, whatever you do, it is stand yake huwa inasimama. And that is the reason why Caleb Amisi is saying that they are not going blindly into negotiations with the united opposition. And equally yesterday, during the funeral of the mother to Richard Onyonka, the Senator Kisii, Edwin Sifuna said something. Many people did not take him serious, but there's something he said. He asked the people to unite. He asked Matiang'i and told him that he is ready to work with Matiang'i. In fact, he said that he had forgiven Matiang'i after kuwakulisha tear gas those times during the Bonchari by-election. He said he had forgiven Fred Matiang'i, but he was so ready to work with Fred Matiang'i. And then he said that he has no greed for power, but he wants them to come together such that huyu akishika mguu, huyu ashike kichwa, and then Sifuna yeye mwenyewe akuje na mshale. That means he wants the opposition team, the alternative government, to hold hands together and support him towards the presidency. That resonates and that aligns with whatever Caleb Amisi is saying here. And Caleb Amisi is the founder of Linda Mwananchi, and that means Edwin Sifuna wants to pave his way towards a state house. I don't know what you think. Write your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss there. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, like and sharing our content. Equally hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.